everybody, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to the Dice Tower as we look at the top 10 best-selling games of April 2021. Now, of course, we use data from Game Nerds, who sponsors the Dice Tower. Really great, fantastic online game store. I highly recommend you check them out. And the reason, we'll never be able to get perfect information, but this gives us a good idea of what's popular and what's selling right now. So when I do these, I always look at them based on amount of money made per game, but I also take a look at the quantity just to see what the difference is. But here we go. We're just going by revenue made. Number 10, Wingspan. So Wingspan was actually number 1 in March, but it just fluctuates up and down, probably because other stuff comes in. A lot of these times Wingspan was restocked in March 2021, so obviously a lot of people were looking to get it, bought it, but still the fact that it's in the top 10 really does well for that game. Number 9, Spirit Island. It was 13 in March, so it's gone up a little bit. This very involved cooperative game. Number 8, The Initiative. So this is a new game here, The Initiative. We reviewed this one together. I think a lot of people are really going to like this. In fact, my daughter just talked to me about it the other day and said, when are we going to play that again? It's kind of a mix of storytelling, card play, and deduction. Number 7 is another one that's new to the list, and that's Red Cathedral. I reviewed this one last year. It's a pretty solid little game about moving. It's kind of like a giant rondel of sorts with dice and stuff. It's a smaller game, but feels like a bigger Euro game. Number 6 is Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven was 10 last month, so it's going up, continually selling. Maybe in a few years we'll just be like Gloomhaven, Frosthaven, and all the expansions. We'll see. Number 5, another new one to the list, Hadrian's Wall. So this is the roll and write game from the same Garfield Games, which makes all the different West Kingdom games and North Sea games. And so this one is in the same size box of those. There's a lot going on. I want to get this one played myself. Number 4 is a pre-order, but doing really well, Summoner Wars, the 2nd edition. Fantastic game. You should order it. Number 3, another, this one was restocked, actually, and that's Sheriff of Nottingham. Now, this one's a little surprising to me. I didn't realize that the CMON version of Sheriff of Nottingham had been doing very well, but apparently it's back, and people want to get it. And maybe now people are able to play games in person more. That's maybe causing this to sell more. Number 2, the Dinosaur World Kickstarter pledge. Lots of people are jumping on that. I think that's coming out later in October or so, but a lot of people are buying those. And then number 1, Nemesis. Nemesis was number 3 last month, so that's been moving up. Now, again, if you want to know by quantity numbers, real quick, Sheriff of Nottingham is actually number 1. Nemesis drops down to number 5. Other games that jump on the list, The Crew, the new one, Mission, the Deepwater Missions. Brew is high up on there. That was number 7. And so that's basically the major changes if we go by quantity. When we talk about expansions, the top 5 expansions, number 5, Journeys in Middle-earth, Shadowed Paths. Another expansion for Journeys in Middle-earth, just continuing doing well. That was number 4 last month. Number 4 is Marvel Champions Rise of Red Skull. The Marvel Champion packs do really well, so I imagine we'll often see them on these lists. Number 3, this one was restocked or pre-ordered, I guess. That is Aquatica Cold Waters. Fantastic expansion. Highly recommend. Of course, this is a Dice Tower Essential, but I'm glad people are still enjoying this game. Number 2, more Marvel Champions, Galaxy's Most Wanted. The bigger packs seem to do well because you have that idea of you're getting a lot of stuff in each of them. That's why both of them made this list. And number 1, Twilight Imperium 4, Prophecy of Kings. Wonder what that one came out of nowhere. Maybe people are just, again, getting back together in person and want to play more Twilight Imperium. That wasn't even on the list last month. When we go by numbers, Glazed Pavilion for Azul Summer Pavilion makes the list, and pretty much everything else was the same, except Aquatica moves into the number 1 spot. Anyway, those are the best-selling games from this past month. Check out Game Nerds. They have a sale every day on a game, and there's all kinds of great games you can get from them. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been the best monthly sellers. We'll see you next time.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. 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 Ba-da-da-da-da.